morning, dear students. So we have completed successfully first chapter of economics. Now we are moving on to second chapter of economics. So this is most important chapter also, and even the last chapter also was important. The past chapter, which was the first chapter, carried 6 marks for your examination point of view, and this particular chapter, which is theory of consumer behavior, carries 20 marks. Okay, so this is most important. So kindly do observe about this particular uh, videos. It's most important. And let us see what speaks about the theory of consumer behavior. So according to you people, what do you mean by the behavior? Behavior in the sense how we behave, isn't it? How we react. So that is nothing but how a person's appearance, how a person's perceptions, such things we call it as behavior. So here it is very particular in the market consumer behavior theory we are studying. So that means a consumer behavior talks about the products. So how the consumer is ready to accept the products in the market, how the consumer is behaving towards the market. Okay, such things we are discussing here. So based on that, you before starting the activity of classes, we should know certain things about this products. We call these products as commodities. Okay, in economics. So here you have X1 commodity and X2 commodities, which means two commodities we have. In the two commodities, X1 stands for banana, which means in Kannada balehannu. Okay, and X2 commodities stands for mangoes, which is in Kannada we call it as mavina hannu. So banana and mango stands for X1 good and X2 goods. It is a combinations we can say, or we can also call it as bundles. Okay, like it might be 1 also. That means X1 can be 1 good, X2 can be 1 good. It might be 0 also. X1 can be 0, X2 can be 0. That means it can have different bundles. Okay, it can have different bundles. These are the basic things you should keep it in mind. Okay, so now continuation of this, we'll go on to the topic. What do you mean by utility? Yes, utility is most important here. If you speak about the utility of a commodity, as I said you now, you take any one single commodity. You take a mango, it's a commodity, it is a level of satisfying capacity is there. So utility of a commodity is its want satisfying capacity, isn't it? It's want satisfying capacity. So what capacity a mango is having to satisfy the needs of the consumer. Okay, so that is called as utility. So the definition goes, utility of a commodity is its want satisfying capacity. Okay, and next point, the more the need of commodity, the stronger the desire of to have it. Okay, more the need of commodity becomes a stronger desire to have it. So that means a person is in need of having the mango more, which becomes more desire to have that. This more desire leads to the stronger way to consume the things. So the greater is the utility satisfaction. Let us see, we will get to know how the utility takes place, how the satisfaction takes place. In future we'll discuss the same things. Okay, so as of now you should understand that more you consume the products, or more the person consumes that commodity, it gives the stronger the desire to have that. Strongly he will keep having that. Next, they are calling that utility is subjective. Yes, why it is called as subjective? You should be very particular in this point here. Subjective in the sense, different peoples have different levels of utilities. For example, I will have 2 mangoes. and Yashwant will have 3 mangoes. Okay, and coming to Priyanka, she will have 5 mangoes. So we have different level of utilities, isn't it? We three people, we are consuming one single good, and all those single goods have different utilities of satisfaction for different peoples. Okay, so that is the reason it is subjective in nature. It is subjective. Okay, so they have given one example here who is very lovely having the chocolate people in our second PUC. They can be very happy for this example. Someone who likes chocolates will get much higher utility. Please understand this. Someone who likes to have the chocolate will get much higher utility of satisfaction, okay, from the chocolate than someone who is not at all so fond of having the chocolate, isn't it? Those who say chocolates, I just ignore the chocolates, they will never feel that utility of satisfaction. They will never like, okay? But a person one who likes, he gets more utility of satisfaction. This is the reason we call it as subjective in nature. We differ in our particular purchasing levels, so it differs on different people's satisfaction. Yes, utility varies from place to place, isn't it? How you can say that place to place? For example, ragi is required only in Karnataka, okay, and Tamil Nadu. If you give that ragi, grown ragi from Karnataka to Kerala, means what is the use? People will not have at all. Okay, so but if it is grown in Kerala and it is brought in Karnataka and given, means utility of satisfaction takes place in Karnataka. That is the reason we say place to utility. Okay, place of utility or place to utility takes place. Okay, next comes in this utility continuation part, we have cardinal utility. What to cardinal utility analysis? You are going to analyze now these utilities. How? See, cardinal utility analysis assumes that level of utility can be expressed in numbers. So here utility of satisfaction talks about two activities here. One is cardinal, another one is ordinal. So cardinal completely speaks about numbers, which means you are going to express the utility of satisfaction of any commodity in terms of numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the numbers we are going to express, which means utility of satisfaction arises for certain goods. That is called as cardinal utility analysis. So cardinal utility analysis assumes that level of utility can be expressed in numbers. Okay, it can be expressed in numbers. Next, coming to the next particular point, yes, we can measure the utility derived from the shirts. They are giving one example here. We can measure the utility derived from the shirts and say that shirt gives me 50 units of utility. So what does this particular example says? For example, if I am fond of having the shirts, branded shirts, which I love to have, only my lovely brand might be Pitter England. If I consider that, if I have 2 shirts or if I have 50 units of shirts, let us take this example itself. If I have 50 Pitter England shirts, it creates me 50 utilities of satisfaction. Okay, or if I have 2 units of shirts, which is equal to 50 units of satisfaction also. What is that 50 units of satisfaction means? 50 units of satisfaction of other shirts. Okay, let me put it in this way. If I have any other local brand shirts, okay, of 3 units, 4 units, 5 units, it doesn't mean that it gives me more satisfaction. When I have just 2 shirts of Pitter England, it gives me 50 units of satisfaction. The goods which I was purchasing or which I was having, the local, more than that local. So let us see what that speaks going to the particular topic exactly. Okay, so this cardinal utility is measured in terms of what? Total utility and marginal utility. So what is this total utility and marginal utility? Let us see. First point, TU is nothing but total utility. It is a short form. So total utility of a fixed quantity. Okay, fixed quantity of a commodity. Any commodity, they have certain fixed quantity like 10 kg, 5 kg, 10 units, 50 units. See here it is 50 units. It is fixed. Okay, so let us consider, since total utility of a fixed quantity of a commodity, it talks where total utility is total satisfaction derived from consuming the given amount of some commodities. That means what? Given amount of some commodities means as and when the commodity increases, the total utility of satisfaction also increases. Okay, and more of commodity X gives more satisfaction to the consumer. Let me write the example. Okay, one second. Observe here. Commodity X, this is total utility. Commodity 1 2 3 4. Okay, it is giving 4 5 6 and 7. So now if you observe, there is a first particular point, total utility of a fixed quantity of a commodity where total utility satisfaction derived from consuming the products. Okay, consuming the products. See, consider this as a commodity X. Okay, so their consumption, these are a level of consumptions. This is total utility of satisfaction for what level they are consuming. Please understand. See, 1 unit of commodity purchase is giving 4 units of satisfaction. Okay, 4 units of satisfaction. Let us consider this X as chapati. Okay, if we eat, or if I eat, let me take I only. If I eat 1 chapati, it is equal to 4 units of satisfaction. That means 4 ದೋಸೆ ಅಥವಾ 4 ಚಪಾತಿ ಅಥವಾ 4 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಅಥವಾ 4 ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ತೊಗೋಬೋದು ನೀವು. 4 ಪಟ್ಟು ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತನಾದ್ರು ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, you felt happy of 4%. So when you have second quantity or second time this commodity, which is chapati, you got 5 units of satisfaction. Next you had third chapati, you got 6 unit of satisfaction. Next you had fourth chapati, you got 7 unit of satisfaction. What can you observe here? And what can you observe here? Here commodity is increasing at every level, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, isn't it? And the same fashion total utility is also increasing, isn't it? 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7. So that is the point here. More of the commodity X, see, more of the commodity X, okay, gives more satisfaction to the consumers. It is giving more satisfaction for the consumers because he is consuming. Okay, so total utility depends on the quantity of commodity consumed, isn't it? See here, the quantity of commodity is consumed so much, so total utility is dependent on that. Okay, next, last point, therefore total utility for nth unit, this is n, TUN, total utility for n unit refers to the total utility differed from consuming n units of commodity. That means here if it is TUN unit, here also n unit of commodity will be there, so nth unit TUN. Okay, so this is about total utility. Hope you understood this. Next comes marginal utility. So what is this marginal utility? Marginal utility is the change in total utility, okay, due to consumption of 1 additional unit of commodity. So whatever the additional unit we are consuming where in total utility, that becomes marginal utility. See, let us go back to the same example. Here 4th to 5th, 5th to 6th, 6th to 7th, that means here 1 unit is extra, isn't it? That becomes marginal utility. Again here 1 unit is extra, that also become marginal utility, and here 1 unit is extra, again it becomes marginal utility. So the definitions of the marginal utility says that marginal utility is a change in total utility due to consumption of one additional unit. So whenever the additional unit takes place in the total utility, that becomes what? Marginal utility. Let us see with an example. Suppose 4th unit of banana, if a consumer is consuming, gives him 28 units of satisfaction. ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? 4 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬನಾನಾ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ತಿಂತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂದರೆ, 4ನೇ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅಥವಾ 4 ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬನಾನಾ ತಿಂತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಆ 4ನೇ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬನಾನಾ ಅವನಿಗೆ 28 ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ಸಂತೋಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಆ ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ಬನಾನಾನ 5ನೇ ಯೂನಿಟ್, 5th unit of banana, if he is consuming, he will get 30 units of satisfaction. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಏನಾಯಿತು? ಟೋಟಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ 4ರಿಂದ 5ಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂತು, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ಡ್. ಆ ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಅದು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆದರೆ, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದರೆ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಈ 28 ಮತ್ತು ಈ 30 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 30 ಮೈನಸ್ 28 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 2 ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕುತ್ತೆ. ಈ 2 ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ? ಇದು ಮಾರ್ಜಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಸೊ 30 minus 28 which becomes 2 units, that becomes marginal utility. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್? MU5, which means marginal utility of 5th unit. See here, what is this 5th unit? Is banana. Okay, this is total utility. ಈ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ 5ನೇದಿದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾರ್ಜಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ 5ನೇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿರೋದು. ಆಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 5ನೇದು ಮೈನಸ್ 4ನೇದು, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ 5th ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ 4th ಯೂನಿಟ್. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ 5th ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಯಾವುದು? 30, 4th ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಯಾವುದು? 28. ಸೊ 2 ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬರೋದು 2 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ marginal utility of 5th unit's answer, which is 2 units. So this particular expressions talks about this formula. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಮಾರ್ಜಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಟ್ nth ಯೂನಿಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ n ಮೈನಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ n minus 1. Please observe, total utility of n minus 1. Understood? ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನನ್ನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ಇದನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. MUN means marginal utility of nth unit is 5th unit. So here they are finding 5th unit. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟಾದರೂ ಆಗಿರಲಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸು, ಅದು nth ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ದಿಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ nth ಯೂನಿಟ್. ಸೊ ಈ MUN which is n is equal to 5, which is equal to TUN which is 5, isn't it? 5th unit is nth unit. What is the nth unit value? It is 5. So TUN, it is nothing but 5 minus TU again n minus 1. n minus 1 ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಇಲ್ಲಾಗಲೇ 5 ಇದೆ, which is 5. 5 minus 1, 4. ಹೌದಾ? 5 minus 1, it is nothing but 4. So TUN, it is nothing but 5 minus TUN minus 1 is nothing but 4. So 5 minus 4 is nothing but 30 minus 28, which is 2 units. That is MUN value, which is MU5, which is MU 5th value or 5th unit of value is 2 units ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ total utility and marginal utility can also be related in following way. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾರ್ಜಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಶಿಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೇಗೆ? TUN ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ MU1 + MU2 + MU3 ಅಪ್ ಟು MUN ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಟೋಟಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ nth ಯೂನಿಟನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಮಾರ್ಜಿನಲ್ ಯುಟಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಯೂನಿಟನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಡಿಡ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ total utility, how to calculate total utility, how marginal utility is related to total utility anta artha. So this is about total utility. And tomorrow we are going to speak about the most important law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay, so let us stop today here. Thank you students. Please watch the videos, and if any doubts is there, please get back to me. Thank you.